The opening of each Olympics has a story to tell. This year, Danny Boyle directed Great Britain's opening ceremony with the help of choreographer Akram Khan. Oscar Award-winning director Danny Boyle, best known for Slumdog Millionaire, worked with a number of artists in creating and executing his vision for the Olympic opening ceremonies. One collaborator was Akram Khan, whose dance performance was the final element before the parade of athletes. In a press conference, Khan says that although Boyle had a very specific vision for the ceremonies, he was offered a choice of what section to choreograph.
That's how he started. He said, "What would you like to do?" He didn't give his point of view of what he expected us to do. He said, "I've seen your work. What do you think you could contribute in this?" And then he said at the end, mortality. I would love you to do something about mortality.
Khan's producer Farouk Chaudhry says there was a purpose for the quiet moment before the parade of athletes.
I think Danny did have that really clear sense that he wanted a moment of reflection at the end of the work. I think it was dramaturgically a very smart move by Danny, in terms of combining reflection with that sense of mortality.
There have been reports that the performance was a tribute to the victims of the 2005 suicide bomb attacks. However, Khan says that is not the case.
There's no harm if people interpreted that there was a link, but there was no direct connection that it was based on 7/7 or, no, it was no link at all.
According to the choreographer, the topic of mortality should be universal. During the press conference, Khan was informed that his piece did not air in the United States, leaving the collaborator shocked and confused.
Is it not accessible enough, or is it not commercial enough, or I don't know what it is. If it's for those reasons, then I'm really, really disappointed.
Jay Lalarbe from San Francisco attended the opening and believes Khan's performance was a key part of the ceremony.
That would be very unfortunate that people in the United States did not get to see that, because that was certainly a very moving part of the ceremony.
Around London, viewers appreciated the piece by Khan, but were puzzled by NBC's editing decisions.
I watched it twice.
It was very moving.
I thought it was fantastic.
I thought it was extremely good, and I thought it was a great shame that NBC in the United States chose not to show it.
It's kind of weird, because it's like very symbolic part of the ceremony.
NBC omitted several other elements from their broadcast, including a clip of the Sex Pistols, and viewers took to social media to express their frustrations. In response, NBC released an explanation stating, "Our program is tailored for the U.S. television audience. It's a credit to Danny Boyle that it required so little editing." As far as we know, NBC has not had any direct contact with Akram Khan. Live from London, I'm Hope Janelle Berninghausen reporting for TUTV News.
Go Team USA!
Olympic spirit is in the air stateside, even right in Pennsylvania. Just outside of Philadelphia, the town of Devon hosts the annual Devon Horse Show, where this year an Olympic show jumping observation class was held.
This year's a lot more exciting because of the Olympics coming up and the Olympic trials and the observation and everything, and knowing that the riders that we're watching now we will be seeing in London.
Two-time Olympic gold medalist McLean Ward is one of those riders. Ward shattered his left kneecap at a competition earlier this year and is simply happy to be back in the ring.
I missed it, I like this, your blood's up, the big jumps and tests, and it's what I love to do.
Ward's 2008 teammate, Beezy Madden, also qualified for this year's Olympic show jumping team. Madden knows that Beijing's natural climate was a concern from the start, but London is familiar to the international competitors.
Beijing was going to be very hot and humid, and people were worried about that and health considerations, and London is, we're used to competing there in the summer.
Preparing for the climate is only one part of Olympic training. The jumping course is built to test the true abilities of horse and rider.
The course is to be challenging enough, demanding enough, to help the selection committee make the right choices as to which horse-rider combination should represent the U.S. in London. The guys that really do perform great over these two rounds are all-around athletes and pretty much should be ready to represent us at the Games.
After enduring a series of qualification tests, including the Devon Horse Show, members of the official USA show team are currently preparing for their first round of competition, which is scheduled to take place on Saturday, August 4th.